Did you hit record? All right. All right. Welcome to One Night Stand-Up Comedy. Tell us your sexy stories.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Alfie.
And this is Owen.
That's our dog disrupting our show.
It's going to interrupt a lot.
Thanks, buds. Thanks for the leg licks. All right. So what's the topic for today?
Well, this is our first solo episode, I guess.
Yeah, we don't have a guest today.
Yeah.
But there is some sexy stories going on in the news.
Yes.
Like,
Adam Levine.
Yeah, that's been your favorite so far.
Adam Levine cheated on his hot supermodel of a wife.
Yeah. With someone that looks just like Megan Fox, but a younger version of Megan Fox.
She's literally a Victoria's Secret angel model. So
his wife.
His wife.
Yeah.
So let this be a lesson to all ladies out there. Eat the donut.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And don't date a guy with neck tattoos. Yeah. That's all he has going for him.
He just got those.
He just got those?
I feel like I think that's what I scrolled through his Instagram. I'm like, I've never had any interest in his music or his Instagram.
Yeah. Well, no one has.
It seems kind of
it's
like.
It's not like his song goes on in the club and everyone's like, yeah, let's move like Jagger. It's just like, who is this guy? Why is he on The Voice? He has the terrible voice.
Like, that's not sexy.
Taking his hold on me. It's like,
I hate it.
Like,
I'm regretting.
Yeah, it is. Like, I'll give Chris
to
Martin props. Like, he wrote The Scientist. It's a beautiful piano solo. He has a great voice in it. I mean, he is kind of cheesy now, but it's just like at the time, it's just like that hit the feels.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But with this guy, it's just like.
There's some kind of conspiracy that I feel like there's some kind of thing propping up Maroon 5. I don't think it's a real fan base. Do you?
No, it is definitely a machine-based thing because he swung and he missed on an OnlyFans girl.
On an OnlyFans girl.
It's just like
yeah. I don't think his music's good.
And apparently, like, more women have come out too, where he's just sliding in DMs.
I think he's shorter than his wife, right?
Is he?
Yeah. I think he is.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he is.
So
okay.
like, and those,
he is.
So he's like 5'8", 5'7".
And so he got the throat tattoos, right? We were talking about that. I swear I scrolled back, like, first time looking at his account. I've not memorized his tattoos.
That's a terrible idea, like a neck tattoo when you're that age. That's like a woman getting a tramp stamp at the age of 40.
It is. And he also got a mohawk.
Jesus.
And he dyed his hair blue and buzzed it off.
Like what? Like that's and he's sliding into 22-year-olds DMs.
Oh man.
Oh, Hollywood.
Do you think it's more? What do you think is worse for cheating on somebody? Do you feel like it's worse to? We haven't had this conversation yet.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's worse to have like an emotional affair or just sleeping with somebody?
Well, I think, like, preferably, like, if you were to cheat on me, I'd rather be with like 16 dudes, like, just on like
Me too.
no emotions attached. You just need to get that lady nut in, and then you come back, as opposed to like you really like became best friends with a guy.
Yeah.
And he had a big dick. Like, fuck.
Like, and then like, what if I was like, I gotta name our next born after the guy.
Yeah, and it's like his name's Jordan, and you name our girl Jordan, because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to name his son after her.
He probably thought the gender difference would just make it okay.
That was that was his DM slide to her. That was the line that crossed, because it was just like
that was what made it weird.
She was like, ugh, gross. Like, she was just like, oh, I'm right. You're a creep now.
I think that's what made it national news, because I don't think I would have cared that much. It would have just been any old story. But that part was what was like, wow, that's a hook.
Yeah, well, that was like the surprising part about it, where it's just like, you think that's gonna get you laid? Like, I want to name my I want to name my son after you with this other woman.
Yes, that's so weird.
You up? Question mark.
Yeah. And she was like this. That's all she could write back. An emoji.
What do I say? Like, you're talking about kids. I'm so wet right now. She's like 22 years old and looks like Megan Fox.
Yeah, 22. She's like, I'm not gonna like
be like, what you should have done. Like, I just bought a boat. You up? Like, that's the line. That's the fucking line. Like, that's.
Oh, I got a throat tattoo.
Oh yeah.
There were some other. So now there's more people coming forward. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, there's 5 now.
There's a comedian.
Well,
she said she's a comedian, but I looked at the profile and she was just like super hot, but with tons of tattoos, kind of like But I feel like I wonder how, like lucrative it is going to be for all these other girls jumping on the train, or if it's just kind of embarrassing them now at this point. Do you think it's more? Do you think it's like, what do you think is the benefit versus the downside of coming
these
forward?
whores don't get any backlash. It's just like, he's married. You know he has kids.
Yeah.
But they don't get any backlash. They get to come
they've
forward.
been getting some. That's been a whole internet debate.
Oh, a debate. As they get to be on TV and get followers. They get more and more followers liking pictures of their butts. It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win. It's true.
I banged a rock star, kicked him to the curb.
Yeah.
And got 1 million more followers.
Do you think guys are respecting her for that and then liking it even more? Like getting her going on her OnlyFans even more?
Maybe it's just this girl looks like Megan Fox. Like I could see.
And she turned him down. And she didn't like. Yeah.
I don't know if they're turned on. Like, oh, I want to date this girl. It's
no, but they're just like, I kind of respect that she turned him down. I'll support her.
No, I think like from a guy's perspective, it's just like you just railroaded this guy's life. Like, it's just like.
Oh, you think the guys are more upset about that part?
Well, I am. It's just like you have zero consequences. Like you were involved in this as well. Like you.
Oh no, I understand
like you just
that.
ruin these kids' lives as well because now their dad is known as this creep who slides into 22-year-old DMs.
But I thought.
Do you think his kids are gonna want him to come to their college campus? No. He's gonna have even more neck tattoos. He's gonna be even more of a creep.
I was just thinking, like, I would have thought that the women would be hating on her more. Like, she would lose more women base because they would be like, "You're a homewrecker," and the kids and all that stuff. But I didn't really think the guys would be like, she would lose her male fan base. I thought she would get more male fans for being like, yeah, like fuck that guy. No.
No, because she still banged the guy.
I know, but do they? Okay, yeah.
With like zero, like you got all the benefits from it without like you came out on top. Now this guy's just in the gutter. Yeah. I don't think they would get like maybe followers because she's hot. But not, did they bang?
Well, that's debatable. He's saying they didn't, but then he's like, I love your body and seeing. Well, I guess her body's online, but everyone thinks. I mean, I would assume.
Yeah, you don't go in with I'm gonna name my kid after you if you don't bang. It's just like that.
I mean, it could be. I mean, we know other guys who haven't been banging.
Yeah.
Top stars.
Well, that's what I was thinking about. So like,
Kim and all these pussies like these women are dating. It's really interesting.
Well, that's the thing with Pete though. Like he was a guy. I honestly like so those don't know, Pete and Kim broke up. Oh, it's so sad. I really thought they're gonna make it.
I don't know if I believe in love anymore.
I know if a 22-year-old stoner can't get together with a 40-year-old billionaire.
Honestly, like that was a love story for the ages.
Yeah, but that was my thing where I don't think any of the Kardashians really have sex because that's why all the guys they date go crazy.
Really?
Like, well, yeah. Well, look what happened. Look what happened to Pete and Kim. Well, like first of all, let's say how many surgeries do you think Kardashians get a month? 2.
At least one.
Well, I say more than at least one. Every time they go to an event, if they have to fly to a different country, they planned 2 surgeries ahead of time. So each surgery takes like what 2-3 weeks of recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not getting laid in those 2-3 weeks.
True, he wouldn't. No.
Yeah, he wouldn't be getting laid.
It's very painful recovery.
And the dude got her kids' names tattooed on his neck.
That's a weird move.
And
all these neck tattoos.
Yeah, and he's a stoner. Why not put it on your arm so you can see it, so you remember the names? But he gets it on the neck, and that's not a move from a guy who gets laid on the first date.
No.
Or the first month.
No.
That's a guy who's just getting hand jobs from himself.
He's not getting laid.
No,
that's desperate.
No, it's desperate. And you were telling me like that one story about Kim where she's like, I fell asleep once and I forgot to put my cream on.
I had a zit.
Yeah, I had a zit and I fell asleep and I forgot my skin treatment and Pete just put it on my face while I was sleeping.
Yeah, so she woke up with the zit cream on her nose, and that was so cute. That was her Ellen story.
Pete was not known for putting that type of cream on women's faces. This is a guy that had the biggest big dick energy a comedian has ever had. He was finally just going around town screwing these hot women.
Yeah.
And then he just faced this wall that he couldn't break. Like he was just like.
I wonder if he's been having sex at all because maybe it is that the secret is that he's not having sex. He just like really knows skincare very well, and it's like super helpful. He's like an assistant for all these. He's just
an assistant for these women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like super helpful.
He's just super helpful.
Like he gets the industry. He's like, no, like you can't miss a step. No, like I got you. You can party all night. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll deal with the surgeries. Like I know there's 7. I won't tell anyone.
Yeah. That's the thing. I bet like if you date a Kardashian, there has to be a non-disclosure agreement where it's like you can't tell anyone about these surgeries. You can't name our doctors, and you can't tell anyone about our surgeries because they're the ones that actually get good plastic surgery.
Maybe they are surgeons.
I think
what if Pete's surgeon?
I think that's why no one really trashes the Kardashians is because they have the good surgeons on lock. Where it's just like, if you want access to these surgeons, you better not talk shit about us.
That's so true. Their gatekeeper ability for surgeons, like that is probably an enormous part of.
Well, look who's had like the most. The mom's probably had the most surgeries.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the
look,
mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I think Kim.
Oh, she's been doing
Kim.
the most?
Well, I think the mom's committed to a look. Like, I know her bob or whatever has changed slightly. Like, it's been dyed blonde or whatever. But it's like the same kind of vibe, same kind of body shape. Like, like it's not that different. Yeah. But Kim is literally like triple D's, A's. Like, huge big, butt, tiny. Like like she changes so much.
I'm Iggy one day. I'm a yoga instructor the next.
Her eyes are in a completely different part of her face now than they originally were. Like when you overlay, and then apparently it was a mistake. Apparently a lot of surgeons are like, this is an error, but she has like too much space between her nose and her lip now because she was correcting a mistake of getting her nose too small.
Do you think she stresses about that
it backfired? Yeah.
Every single day she stresses about that. Like, oh my God, the space between my lips and my nose.
She said that the most stressful thing was stressing about financing in her life. That's
financing?
What she said. Finances are what I stress out most about. Because it was for an episode of the Kardashians recently when Kanye was he was in charge of the Christmas party and he like overspent to an insane, like Kim was like, you've overspent, like this is irresponsible, like we have to almost cancel this party and you're really stressing me out. Imagine how much it could have been. It's probably $5 million.
Well, yeah, of course.
She's like, this is for one day.
And Kanye's like, God damn it, bitch, I'm a rapper. Like, what do you think you're getting yourself into? We throw money at a camera.
He's been broke so many times and she has to help him out so many times. And it must be very stressful.
Well, he has given her credibility though, so it's just like it is a toss up. Because I remember before they were dating, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, like when they just started dating, Jay-Z and Beyonce, like Beyonce didn't want to hang out with her. Like they did not think highly of her. Mm-hmm. She was a terrible dresser. She was just a punchline. Like she wasn't like the socialite she is now.
Yeah.
She was like
she was wearing like cheetah print.
Yeah, so like he's helped her out a lot. Like I don't think she'd have been able to become a billionaire without him.
I think her mom did most of it.
Yeah. Well, the mom was a billionaire. Yeah, that's true.
I think the mom is the.
Well, that's the thing though. Like her plastic surgeries and all her scheming behind the scenes. That's why I always think that's another Kardashian doesn't have sex. Because look what happened. Look what happened to poor Bruce. Well, like
he literally turned into a woman.
Literally, so like this was a triathlete, a gold medalist. This guy was on the cover of Wheaties, which means so manly. And then he got in with this Kardashian, and they turned him so effeminate. I'm not even really allowed to say his name or his gender anymore.
Yeah.
It's just
oh my
Caitlyn
God.
Now. Huh?
They're going to become a guy again.
Really?
Well, really? He's switching back?
I didn't know about this news.
Oh, that's it.
Everyone, you've heard it here first.
I think that is it. It's like they.
Damn it. We're behind. And it's probably going to come out in 5 days or whatever it takes to edit.
These women are poison for men's minds. Because that's the thing, like when Kim and Pete broke up, it was like the number one story for each one was Pete's going to rehab because of this breakup. And then the number one trending for Kim Kardashian is Kim's bringing back the side part. It's just like, it's just these guys just get destroyed.
Oh my God.
And what about the power forward? What what's her name? The power of the
Chloe. That's mean.
Chloe.
Chloe is the best one.
Well, personality, maybe. But she dated Lamar Odom, and now he's a mess. And and the other guy that she's dating now, Tristan Thompson, how many times has he cheated? And she just keeps taking him back.
That's true. Yeah.
They don't have sex.
What time are we at?
That's okay.
I feel like we're at time. No?
Okay. Well, that's it for today.
Well, we can wrap on.
14 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll wrap on it. I think. Well,
go to the one of both of us.
Yeah.
Like the view of both of us.
Yeah. Okay. Mostly do on that. Were you switching it? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Audrey, for producing our show, by the way. We got Audrey in the studio here.
We're figuring out our studio. Set. And definitely check out the Poop Warriors.
Yeah, we're going to keep this all on. But to recap, Adam Levine.
Yeah.
He is turning into a creepy old man. And that has to suck for a rock star.
Yes.
Where it's just like,
Oh, it'd be horrible.
At least Johnny Depp did it right. Like this, Johnny
that's
Depp,
true.
he accessorizes with like accessories and not neck tattoos and creeping in women's DMs.
Yeah.
He'll just date a hot 20-year-old and be like, hey, let's just have some threesomes and do some coke.
Yeah, and like and nothing went wrong for him. Like he's just got off scot-free.
Yeah, just nothing went wrong.
He did it the right way. Nothing wrong.
Yeah, don't date crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and then with Pete, well, actually, I feel bad for Pete because like he literally thought, and like rightfully so, like Kim Kardashian's known for having a sex tape, the world's most famous ass.
Yeah.
And she has that famous Vanity Fair shoot where she has a flute of champagne on her butt.
Yeah. And it's like being sprayed in.
And he's like, this is what it's like banging a hot billionaire chick. And then he starts dating her, didn't get any sex. And then not only that, but the world's most famous rapper told everyone in the world that you have AIDS. or implied it.
Yeah.
Implied that he has AIDS. Spread the rumor that you have AIDS.
The poor guy.
And the thing, okay, which I know I don't really believe, but I don't really believe he has AIDS, but he kind of looks like he has AIDS.
Yeah.
Like, I think he should have came out and denied it. Like, you slept with a lot of girls. Give them some peace of mind.
You should switch it around, too.
Yeah. What do you... Okay.
Switch it around. There you go.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Audrey, you're fired. Anything to close with?
Anything to close with. So...
what are your final thoughts on the...
final thoughts on it?
Final thoughts and advice. What advice would you give to a 42-year-old rich man who wants to just slide into a 22-year-old's DMs?
Like if he wants to prevent it?
No, don't prevent it. Like what is good advice? If you're a 42-year-old man.
Just do it on OnlyFans where it's fine. Like you're supposed to be doing that. Like it's not like it's like a role play rather than like Instagram where it's like that implies that you're actually trying to hook up and everything. But if you need to just get it out of your system and feel like they really like you or something, go on OnlyFans because I think they have the DM feature and everything, right? But if you do it and if I was in the situation Adam is in right now, I would just be like, I don't need to put out music anymore and I have enough money and I'm going to just like write a book or something. Like focus on a completely different endeavor.
Do you know what I would have did if I was him?
What?
I would say, hey, I'm Adam Levine. I'm in a band called Maroon 5. Do you want tickets to come see my show?
Yeah.
And if they say yes, okay, here. You give them backstage passes and you go from there. That's a clean DM.
Yeah, that's true.
Instead of being a creep.
Yeah, that's true. I'm so relieved to know you're good at that.
I bet he was sliding into DMs with like a dick pic video of him just like helicoptering his cock and be like, I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
well,
I don't think you do.
Thanks everyone for watching our show tonight.
Yes.
Let's hope the edits are good, right, Audrey?
This is our first episode in Texas.
Hey.
We are in Texas, and we'll tell you more about that another day.
And then main angle, Matthew McConaughey. He's Jesus here. Cheers.
Thank you for tuning in. Okay.